Hi friends, today you would have seen that there is a recent judgment which has come on not a judgment, the Supreme Court has recently formed a committee of 4 members and on the farmers law. So I'm making this video just to talk of these 4 members who are part of that committee. To begin with, the let me start with the names of the 4 members, and what I would do is I would tell you the background on each of these people and also their stand on the farmer law. And at the end, maybe I can tell you what I think, and also you could write in the comment what you think after knowing their background or after waiting to know their background. Yeah, and also if you maybe at this point to take a pause and like the video. Yeah, to start with, the 4 members are Bhupinder Singh Mann of Bharatiya Kisan Union, Anil Ghanwat of Shetkari Sangatna, Ashok Gulati, who is an agricultural scientist, Pramod K. Joshi, who is from International Food Policy Research Institute, IFPRI. Yep. So these are the 4 members. So let me start with the first person on the list, who is Bhupinder Singh Mann of BKU or Bharatiya Kisan Union. So Bhupinder Singh Mann has a very long history. For example, let us start with where he was born. So Bhupinder Singh was born in Pakistan in a place called Gujranwala. Yeah, and he was nominated to Rajya Sabha in 1990 as a recognition of his contribution to farmers' struggle. So he has a long history of participating in farmers' struggle and protest. Uh, when he was in Punjab, he founded a group initially which was called as Farmer Friends Association in 1966, and that group basically grew up to become as a state level organization which was later called as Punjab Khetri Bari Union. And that Punjab Khetri Bari Union, which was a state level organization in Punjab, grew up to become a national level organization called as BKU or Bharatiya Kisan Union as we know today. So Bhupinder has a long history with BJP and Jan Sangh. So in 1967, in the 1967 election, he was the election agent for Jan Sangh candidate Brigadier Bikramjit Singh Bajwa. Yeah, against the sitting home minister at that time. So in 1974, he also participated in against the restriction of movement of wheat in Punjab. And during the 1975 emergency, he was jailed when Indira Gandhi was the prime minister. So he has he has a long history of farmer protest, and also he has a long history of being related to Jan Sangh and then with the BJP. Currently, his stand on the bill is that he is in favor of the law, but with amendments. Yeah, he is not ratifying or is not supporting the law as it is, but he's supporting it with some amendments which government has proposed. Next on that list is Anil Ghanwat, who is from an organization called Shetkari Sangatna. So Shetkari Sangatna as an organization has been advocating for a very long time that farmers get access to market. Basically, they want more access to market, and if I have to say something very specifically, what they want is one of the demand that they have is that government should remove restriction on the export of onion, so that these farmers can export onion and they can make more money is what he believes. And he was someone who's always been advocating open market and all this stuff. So his stand on the farmer bill is what he has said. Basically, for the first time in last 40 years, farmers have a chance to benefit from open market is what he says. And he also says that if the government under pressure from farmers of two state take back or repeal the law, then the farmers would be at loss. The third person on the list is Ashok Gulati. Ashok Gulati is an agricultural economist and he's also a Padma Shri winner. Ashok Gulati was a part of the Prime Minister Advisory Council between 1999 to 2001 in the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. So his take on the farmer law is that opposition is misguided And what he basically says is asking for MSP, let me just say, asking for MSP to be made legal implies that private players who buy below MSP could be jailed. This would spell disaster for market, as private player would shun buying. So basically what he is saying is, if they make MSP legal as they are requesting, then what would happen is a lot of private players would get out, because in case if they buy below MSP, so they could get jailed or they would have to face legal action. I would put my opinion at the end. I'm just now giving you the introduction of all the four people. The fourth person, the last person on this list, is Pramod K. Joshi. He is the director of an organization called as International Food Policy Research Institute, IFPRI. He's also author. He is not author. He is a co-author of a book called called International Trade and Food Security. Yeah. So what his take on the law is that it is regrettable that farmer agitations has not yet been resolved despite center's position and response, despite center's positive response. And he also feels that it is unfortunate that farmers are changing the goalpost every now and then before every negotiation. Yeah. So basically, if you look at all the four people, now I'll give you my opinion, so you could also form your opinion after knowing their background. So my opinion is that all these four people are pro-government. They are, we can say they are BJP loyalist or Jansangh loyalist. Positive part, all these four people have been connected to agriculture. They are farmer researcher, farmer scientist, people who have worked on farmer union, so all experts in this domain. What I feel lacking is this: all these people are from the same, from the same government or pro-government. So ideally, the committee should also have had people who are against this law, so that there is an equal mix. Now, if all the people you have seen have their stand pro to the law, they agree with the law and they want it implemented. So a committee which has members who have publicly said they agree to the law would always give a judgment which is same, which is basically saying that yes, the law is right. There should have been, in my opinion, there should have been a mixture of people. In my opinion, there should also have been someone who is an expert on judicial matters, who just not only examines the legality of a law but also the morality of a law. So that is something that should also have been there. Maybe if four people were less, they could have had a bigger committee. It's not possible to take everyone into consideration. So yeah. So that is what I feel, but I also feel, let's see what happens. You can keep your hope high, you can be optimistic, but usually, in my opinion, people don't change their stand very fast unless something drastic happens. So yeah. So please do leave your comment below what you think about it, and also do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.